Salvador Dali Domènech was a well-known Catalan painter, sculptor, set designer, and writer. Specifically, he was famous for his paintings of the surrealist movement of the 20th century avant-garde. One of his main characteristics in his personality was the large number of hobbies and unusual opinions that he had. We will spend a day with him and find out what he was like and the things he used to do.
As we can see, Dali used to fall asleep in his armchair, because regarding beds, he only rested in those of the hotels where he stayed. He just had one of his recurring nightmares with grasshoppers, especially they were his worst phobia.
He didn't like common decorations. Instead, Dali rather used swans as an animal that he wanted to have everywhere. And in addition, he loved lobsters.
Since childhood, his parents had made him believe that he was the reincarnation of his older brother, who died 9 months and a few days before he was born. His parents named him the same as his brother, that is, Salvador. This fact influenced him a lot on his later ideology, making him believe in reincarnation and having several hallucinations with his brother.
I went out with Marina. I made you your favorite breakfast. P.S. Remember this.
It is a letter that he received a couple of days ago. It was from his friend Buñuel.
Dear friend, what if we meet on January 23 to talk about our third film after the success of the previous one? See you at 12:30 in the usual bar.
The friendship between the two artists was somewhat dysfunctional, from which emerged two successful films: Un chien de loup from 1929 and L'Arche d'Or from 1930.
Salvador Dali spent his formative years reading Sigmund Freud. It was his obsession. Through Freud's writings, Dali found the key to his hidden fears, desires, and obsession that had accomplished him since childhood.
Shit! I forgot the job of the candy brand.
In that year, Dali worked as a designer of the creation of the Chupa Chups logo. It only took him an hour that today remains almost the same despite the years that have passed.
Here, Buñuel. Oh, how much do they pay? So much? Well, how much specifically?
Dala was Dali's wife and muse. She was a Russian poet, model, and artist. At the moment, they have been married for 35 years, and during that time, Dali, who was deeply in love, shared his project with her. This was no exception.
My art is so impressive that they want me to illustrate the special edition of Alice in Wonderland.
Congratulations! It's great that you're going to be able to illustrate the deluxe edition. I have read that they were looking for someone imaginative, and the truth is that I can't think of anyone better. How about having a theme party at home? We could even serve fish and chips in honor of the writer, Lewis Carroll.
I will not eat English rubbish.
And he hated English people.
Okay, nothing English. And what do you think of a Spanish fish butter in wet flour with some fried potatoes in extra virgin olive oil?
The couple enjoyed organizing elegant theme parties for their friends. Especially, they liked to experiment in the kitchen. Ironically, Dali was very picky about food.
To end the day, Salvador Dali liked to sit in the armchair in his living room and put his favorite record on the record player.
Is the end of Francoism near?
God, gone these days, I'm going to have a heart attack.
And he was not wrong. On January 23, in 1989, he died of a heart attack while listening to Tristan and Isolde in his living room armchair.